Hi everyone, it's Kotibara and welcome to the first video on my channel. Today I'm going to rank the list of paraphilias. And if you don't know what a paraphilia is, it's basically a fetish. So these are the tiers I made. First one is I might have that, in which case I am sorry. Next one is I get why for things that I do not have, but I can understand how someone could develop that thing. Next one is things that are weird, not necessarily hurtful or disgusting, just weird. Next one is things that are disgusting but not necessarily hurting someone. Next one is at the line. This one is for things that are not really hurtful but could easily spiral into something else more dangerous. Last one is for things that are illegal or at least should be. First one on the list is a basophilia, attraction to people with impaired mobility. Okay, this one is just weird to me. It's not a problem if you are attracted to someone who happens to have mobility issues or another physical disability. It's just weird when that's what you're actively looking for. Acrotomophilia, attraction to people with amputations. Kind of like the last one. If you think about it, you can replace the amputations with really fun stuff you can do in the bedroom. So at least this one gets some points for creativity. Adipophilia or fat fetishism is attraction to overweight or obese people. I put this at the line because you are kind of making someone else continue to hurt themselves and continue having a very horrible addiction. Agalmatophilia, attraction to statues, mannequins and immobility. Okay, this one I might actually have, because Greeks used to make some pretty hot stuff back in the day. Algolania, attraction to pain, especially in certain places. This one I get it, because if you think about it, most sex involves pain. Amaurophilia, attraction to being unable to see. Are you attracted to yourself being blind, or are you attracted to people that are blind? Regardless, it's extremely odd. Amocosystia, attraction to nope. Andromimetophilia, attraction to trans men. Okay, this one is okay. I can kind of get why you would be attracted to them, because at the end of the day, it's just another adult. Einolania, attraction by young men to older women. Okay, old people are disgusting. I'm sorry. I can understand if you are talking about like a mommy or a daddy, but if you are talking about grandma or grandpa, that's a no from me. Anthropophagolania, attraction to this. Anthropophagy, okay, like the last one. Apotemnophilia, attraction to being an amputee. Okay, so in this case, you are the amputee, but it's still extremely odd to me. Aquaphilia, okay, things involving water. This one is also weird, but sex can be wet sometimes, and a lot of people like to do it in the pool or in the shower or in other wet places. Asphyxiophilia, attraction to being asphyxiated or strangled. Okay, this one is at the line for me, because even if it's consensual, you could easily hurt someone else extremely badly, or yourself. Attraction to disability. We already had things like that. Autogonistophilia, attraction to being on stage or on camera. Okay, this one I get it mostly because there are a lot of people out there who like to be the center of attention. And I think that if you have this, being a corn star might be your number one dream job. Autoassasinophilia, attraction to being in life-threatening situations. This one is at a line for me, because even though you're mostly putting yourself in danger, I guess, you could also accidentally put others too, people that try to intervene and help you. And I don't get why you would like that. Autoandrophilia, attraction of a female in response to the image of herself as a man. Okay, this one is kind of weird. Not because, again, you are attracted to trans people, it's because it's the idea of you being trans. And it's also sexual. Autoerotic asphyxiation. Okay, so strangling yourself. Also at the line because you are mainly putting yourself in danger. I'm not sure if the body has some like mechanism to prevent yourself to actually unaliving yourself through strangling, but it's still incredibly dangerous. Autogynephilia, arousal of a male in response to the image of himself as a female. Like the last one, it's there's nothing wrong with wanting to be trans. What's extremely weird to me is that you are attracted to the image of yourself as a trans person, like sexually attracted to it. Autohemofetishism, making oneself bleed, a type of hematolania. This one is at the line for me because bleeding could easily cause a series of medical issues like infection, letting too much blood, and so on. Autonepophilia, attraction to the image of oneself in the form of an infant. I don't know, this one should be illegal in general. Why are you attracted to even if it's yourself, you are still attracted to the image of a child. So it's extremely wrong. Autopedophilia, same as the other one, should be illegal even if you do it by yourself and you're only attracted to yourself. Just being attracted to a child in general is extremely bad. And also, children are annoying and disgusting. Autoplushophilia, attraction to the image of oneself in the form of a plush. In my pretty short research, this one is probably the weirdest one I found so far. I don't get it. I don't get it how you could even start to like it. I have no idea. Auto-vampirism or vampirism, the attraction of the image of oneself in the form of a vampire, involves ingesting or seeing one's own blood. Like with the other bleeding stuff, you can easily expose yourself to dangers. And I blame Twilight and all the other shows like it for this being a thing. Autozoophilia, attraction to the image of oneself in the form of an animal. Even if in theory is not hurting anyone because you are attracted to yourself being that, it's extremely easy to go from that to liking animals in general. And I blame Looney Tunes, Zootopia, and many other shows for this. Belly fetish or albinolenia, attraction to midriff or belly. If it's not like a very unhealthy size belly, like obese or the other one, I think it's okay because it's still part of the body and it's not a disgusting one at least. Piastophilia or rhabdophilia, attraction to even if you find a way to do it consensually, I still think it's extremely wrong to do that. Candleism, attraction to exposing one's partner or images of their partners to others. If it's consensual, you have the other person approval, go for it. But if it's not, it's extremely messed up. Kainophilia, attraction to dogs. Capnolania, attraction to smoking. This one I get why, because smoking is very popular and has been for a long time associated with being sexy or attractive and so on. So I get how someone could have that. Chirophilia, attraction to hands. Okay, I also get why, because when it comes to playing in general, hands often play a part, so I can understand how you could like that part of someone. Cremastistophilia, attraction to being rubbed or held up. Like others on this tier, again, you are putting mostly yourself in danger, but also other people too. Chronophilia, attraction of partners of a widely differing chronological age. That's the line, because if we are talking about two adults, like I don't know, a 25-year-old and a 45-year-old, it's weird but still okay because both people can consent to it. But I think that some people that have that may like people who are of undeveloped ages. So I'm putting it there. Corpophilia, attraction to shed. Crarophilia, attraction to legs. It's not feet, it's legs. And I also get why someone would like that. I saw a lot of posts of people claiming they want to be crushed between their legs. So I think this one is way more common than most people think it is. Cuckolding fetish, attraction to infidelity. If it's you who is cheated on, I can kind of see how you might develop that because it's someone you are very attracted to doing it with someone else. And most people like to look at people doing it, but it's still extremely weird. This one is very odd to me because it's not you hurting someone, it's them hurting you and you like it. Dacryphilia, attraction to tears or crying. Also weird, but if you have this and you have a partner, do you make them cut onions before or watch some sad movie? Diaper fetishism, attraction to diapers. I don't care if you do this alone or with consent, it should be illegal. Dendrophilia, attraction to trees. Weird, I can't think of any way you could develop this one. Dormaphilia or somnophilia, attraction to being asleep or pretending to sleep. Okay, this one is at the line because, again, if you do it consensually, it's okay, but it could easily spiral into you wanting to do that to someone else who is unconscious. Emetophilia, attraction to vomit. For these two, I blame two girls, one cup. Proctophilia, attraction to flatulence. Disgusting. Erotic asphyxiation. Okay, we already talked about this one. Could easily be dangerous. Erotophonophilia or dacnolanomania. Okay, attraction to Among Us. Exhibitionism. Okay, exposing one's things to other people that are not consenting. Also illegal, absolutely do not do that. Exophilia, attraction to aliens. Listen, we don't know what they look like, and they might be hot. Also, I think this is one of the reasons why aliens do not talk to us, because if they ever come here, there will be an army of people wanting to do stuff to them. Feederism. Okay, eating, feeding, and gaining weight. Both people might consent to it, but it's promoting such a horrible addiction. And for those of you asking why I don't put capnolania there, is because in my opinion, food addiction is way harder to combat than smoking addiction. Because when it comes to smoking, you can just stop buying cigarettes and try to stop hanging out with people who smoke. But when it comes to eating, you can't really stop doing that. Fictophilia, attraction to fictional characters. Okay, she go from Kim Possible, Lady Dimitrescu, probably many others I can't name right now, but I'm going to put them on the screen. Formicophilia, attraction to being crawled on by insects. How Forniphilia, attraction to turning a human into a piece of furniture. Are we talking about posing them, as in making them sit in a certain way that looks like furniture? Or are we talking about actually cutting them and rearranging them in the shape of a furniture? I'm willing to think it's the first one, so I'm going to put it at just weird. Frotteurism, attraction to rubbing against a non-consenting person. This one is probably illegal, as it should be. Compared to the others, if you do that, people might be at first confused, but again, it's extremely bad to do that. Gerontophilia, attraction to elderly people. It's like this one here. Old people are disgusting and they smell weird. Canindromorphophilia or gynemetophilia, attraction to trans women. Like the trans men thing, it's not that weird, at least when compared to others on this list. Galactophilia, attraction to breastfeeding or sucking on a woman's breast. Odd. Gynephilia, attraction to females or femininity regardless of one's own gender or gender identity. I guess I have this. I'm not attracted to feminine men, but I am attracted to feminine women, so I think it counts. Hematolania, attraction to drinking or looking at blood. Again, at the line, it involves blood. Maybe it's illegal? I don't know. I think you can legally do that if you get the blood with your consent. But again, could easily be dangerous. Heterophilia, idealization of heterosexuality and or people who are straight acting, especially by non-heterosexual people. It's just weird. Hierophilia, attraction to religious or sacred objects. Also weird, and even though I'm not religious, this sounds extremely disrespectful. Hoplophilia, attraction to firearms or guns. Is this a requirement to getting your US citizenship? I think it's weird, but thinking about it, guns come in lots of different shapes and sizes, so who knows what you can do with them in the bedroom. Hybristophilia, attraction to criminals, especially those who committed outrageous crimes. Just open the internet and you can see how many people like serial killers or mafia bosses or something else. It's extremely messed up, even though again you are putting mostly yourself in danger. You are idolizing this behavior, and this promotion can make other people do such crimes. And it's just again insanely disrespectful, especially to people who have suffered by the actions of these people. Infantophilia, attraction to children less than 5 years old. Impregnation fetishism. Okay. Kleptophilia, attraction to stealing, also known as kleptomania. I don't think it's as wrong as the others on this list, but just extremely weird and is actually illegal. Clismaphilia, attraction to using an enemas. If you don't know what that is, it's basically some like pipe you use to clean your back door. I can see how you might like it if you have this, but we are talking about shed water, so it's kind of messy and disgusting. Nismolenia, attraction to tickling. Weird. Lactophilia, attraction to breast milk. Also disgusting. In general, food with sex, in my opinion, does not go well. Liquidophilia, immersing jewels in liquids. Like the aquaphilia thing, I also get it. Macrophilia, attraction to giant beings. It's weird to me, but I can understand if you are attracted to, I don't know, tall women or extremely tall but approachable women. But still, if we are talking about a giant, that's extremely odd. Muscleania, attraction to armpits. I don't like armpits, they smell weird, but I can kind of see how someone might like them. Mesophilia, attraction to boobs. Pretty normal, I guess. Masochism. Everyone knows what that is. At the line, because again, could be dangerous and could cause lots of problems. But masochism comes in like 1 million ways in which you can do that, so it depends quite a lot. Myasiophilia, attraction to pregnant women. Okay, disgusting. Mechanophilia, attraction to cars. I know lots of people who are obsessed with cars, so I can guess why. Meloulania, attraction to music. Okay, I heard good songs in my life, but not to the point in which they make me wanna come. Menophilia, attraction to menstruation. Disgusting when it's bleeding the pussy is closed. Metrophilia, attraction to poetry. There are probably so many teachers who have this thing. Microphilia, attraction to shrunken beings or imagined shrinking of beings. Unlike macrophilia, I put this one at the line because I think it can easily spiral into pedophilia. Morphophilia, attraction to particular body shapes or sizes. People come in all shapes and sizes, so it's pretty obvious most people have some preferences or would prefer certain body types over the others. Mucophilia, attraction to mucus. Disgusting. Mysophilia, attraction to dirtiness, soiled or decaying things. Also disgusting. So this was the first part of the list. Next one is coming soon, I hope. In conclusion, I think this list alone might be one of the reasons why God doesn't want to talk to us anymore. And it's completely understandable. Okay, so see you next time. Bye.